this morning.
Thanks, Courtney. Yeah, believe it or not, there were other people that spoke as well. The RNC is getting more unconventional, from the speeches to notably missing politicians. A lot of stories making headlines this morning. And here to talk about some of that more is Dr. Nathaniel Swigger from OSU Newark. So good morning to you. And obviously we have to start with this speech scandal. And we were just talking a little bit there during that interview with Diane, that it's pretty incredible that something like this would happen, that it's uncanny the way the speeches matches up. But you say there's a reason for that.
Yeah, I think it really goes to the lack of professionalization in the Trump campaign. You know, this is the kind of thing that needs to be vetted. It needs to be go through multiple sources. And that clearly didn't happen here. This is something that should have been resolved with a Google search, quite frankly.
Right.
And to see that fall through the cracks is kind of extraordinary.
It definitely was. Now, some of the other speakers, though, we heard ahead of time that the overall theme of yesterday was going to be Make America Safe Again. Mm-hmm. I know one that stood out for me certainly was Wisconsin Sheriff David Clark. He's been very outspoken throughout all of this. Do you think they really drove that point home?
Oh, they certainly got the point across. The entire night, with the exception of Mrs. Trump, was about fear and anger. And if you were a kind of voter who is just absolutely terrified, then this was really the night for you. Every single speaker who came up, in fact, kind of hammered home the idea of ever-present danger in America, either from terrorists or from illegal immigrants, or in the case of Sheriff Clark, frankly, from Black Lives Matter.
Mm-hmm. Now, as far as some of the Republicans who have been missing from the convention, at least noticeably on that first day, what does that say? And does that sort of play into when we saw the delegates taking off the lanyards and throwing them on the ground? It's all part of that?
Yeah, it certainly shows the divisiveness within the Republican Party. Only half of the current Republican senators are actually showing up to speak at the convention. Rob Portman of Ohio isn't speaking at the convention. Governor Kasich isn't speaking.
And that one, they made a point of pointing that out.
Oh, yes, very much so. I mean, that's highly unusual that the governor of the host state wouldn't actually come to the convention. And I think Trump's campaign manager didn't do himself any favors when he went on television yesterday and suggested that Governor Kasich was actually embarrassing the state of Ohio. That's certainly not a move that's going to encourage party unity.
Now, as far as party unity goes, noticeably, as we were saying, the people that are missing, but now we're hearing, too, that Ted Cruz is slated to speak at the convention. Is his voice going to be more dissident?
That, I think, is an open question. Cruz, of course, they had this ugly primary that ended up with Trump, criticizing Cruz's father and his wife at various points. Cruz himself had a very vicious reaction to Trump on the morning of the Indiana primary and called Trump unfit for office. So it's going to be really interesting to see how he sort of walks that back and tries to speak to more common themes within the party.
I'll see how it all plays out today, tomorrow, the rest of the week. Dr. Swigger, thank you so much for the insight. And of course, ABC 6 and Fox 48 have a team of reporters in Cleveland for the RNC. We'll continue to bring you extensive coverage throughout the week. Stay with us for updates here on the air and online. Check out myfox48columbus.com. And at 8:15 when we come back, meteorologist Marshall McPeak has another check of your forecast coming up in about 3 minutes.
Never gonna grow up.